interviewing her about Jesus. So Emily, how can the opinions held by some of the people in my life about religion and the church better understand why the church is important?
That's a good question. Basically what I think, like everyone has like different opinions and like perspectives of the understanding of like the church. So like I think if we all shared each other's opinions, we could all form one big understanding and just help us like get what like the church means, or like it could mean something different to all of us, you know?
Yeah, sure. Alright, next, why does being part of a community and church help us?
Being a part of a community is so good because like we're all like one big family, and it's nice to, you know, go to church and getting everyone, even if you don't know them, you know, we all just connect in some way, our religion, and it's just nice to have.
Alright, next, how does listening to other people's opinions help us get closer together?
Like I said in my first answer, like if we all just share each other's opinions and like understand where everyone else is coming from, you know, it would just bring us together, and people getting together brings us all closer to God because we all share the same religion. Yeah.
Alright, how does church help us get closer to God?
Well, I mean, church is literally like God's home. Jesus' home. So obviously when you go there to pray and connect and talk to God. So that's as close as you can get.
Alright, next.
Unless you like die and go to heaven.
Okay, next. As part of the church, why do you need to follow the rules?
Well, if you're like a part of the church and you're like really religious, it's important to follow the rules if you want to like have the title of being Catholic. Like you can't just say, oh, you're Catholic, but not follow the rules. You have to follow the rules and like stay true to your religion to really be like religious.
Yeah. Alright, why do you believe in your religion?
To be honest. Okay. To be honest, my religion, I wouldn't say I'm a religious person, because in my opinion, a religious person is someone who is true to their religion, and I have to be honest, I'm not. But I do believe in Jesus, and I do believe in God, and I believe that I'm one with God, but like not one with my religion. Like I don't really follow my religion rules. So I just believe in Jesus because I just know there's a man up there who's always watching over me and doing everything I have. I just don't agree with religion rules, basically.
Yeah, you're really right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it for the interview. So thank you for
having me.
No problem.
Goodbye.
Sister power. Yes. Bye.
I'm interviewing my dad. Question 1. Why is being part of a community and church help us?
Being part of a community helps us work with other people who share the same values.
How does listening to other people's opinions help us get closer together?
Listening to other people's opinions helps us get closer together and learn from a different perspective.
How does church help us get closer to God?
Church helps us get closer to God, helps us learn new things about Him in our daily life and appreciate what He did for us.
As part of the church, why do we need to follow rules?
The rules are placed in the church for a reason, to help us bring us closer to God. It shows us right from wrong.
Why do you believe in your religion?
I believe in my religion. It helps me understand sacrifices God made for us. Helps us learn about the people we can be example in our lives, or the people that can help us be an example in our lives.
Why do you believe in your religion?
I believe in my religion because it helps me understand the sacrifices that God made for us. And I use those sacrifices to help me get through my everyday life.
I'm interviewing my classmate, Lucas Sarah. Why is being a part of a community and church help us?
Being part of a community and church can help us so like we can find people that relate to the same religion as us and make new friends.
How does listening to other people's opinion help us get closer together?
Listening to other people's opinions helps us get closer together because like we can hear what other people have to say and see if they agree with us or if they don't.
How does going to church help us get closer to God?
Going to church helps us get closer to God because we can hear new stories that we haven't heard before.
As part of the church, why do we need to follow rules?
we need to follow rules because like God like made these rules for a reason, and we should obey them.
Why do you believe in your religion?
I believe in my religion because like it's what I am. He died for us. Jesus died for us.
Thank you.
Say yes.
Stop.
This relates to our interviews because we talked about getting closer to God through a community. God intended on us loving each other and supporting each other. Having a good relationship with other people helps us have a better relationship with God. This shows how we need to be together with others to get through our lives. It makes life easier if we respect other people's opinions and not disagree over everything. We need to work together under God.
3 things I learned were hearing other people talk about their opinions helps me establish my own. Second, going to church brings us closer to God because we learn new things about God and what He did for us, becoming more appreciative of Him. Third, by working in community with others, we are doing what He calls us to do and growing a stronger relationship with Him. Some similarities that we agreed on are that going to church brings us closer to God and grows a stronger relationship with Him. And a difference is that I believe in my religion because I was raised in a home and went to school that both taught me Catholic beliefs. The interview response that surprised me the most was the answer to why we need rules in church, which is because the rules were placed for a reason to bring us closer to God. I guess I really never understood why we needed those rules, but now I do.
3 things I learned are that working together in a community helps us get closer to God and other people. Another thing I learned is that when I hear other people's opinions, it helps me get a different perspective on life. The third thing I learned is that by following rules and learning more about God, I can determine the difference of what's right and wrong. Some similarities from my interviews are that everyone agreed that working in a community with other people is a good thing. It helps us learn new things and see different viewpoints. There weren't many differences, but people believe in their religion for different reasons. The interview response that surprised me the most was the answer to why we need to follow rules in a church. People might value different rules more than others.
From this project, I learned several things. One would be learning why it is important to go to church. Another would be why it is important to be part of a community. And lastly, I learned why it is important to follow the rules in the church. Those are some, but not all the things I learned from this project. In Lauren's interview, when she asked, how does being a part of a church help us get closer together, Lucas responded, saying, you can see what other people have to say and see whether or not they agree with you. Whereas in my interview that I filmed with my teammate, she said, we can't understand where other people are coming from, and that can bring us closer together. These two were similar responses, but hers was more in depth and explained on how we become closer together. The interview response that surprised me was when I asked my teammate Emily why she believes in her religion. She responded saying that she honestly isn't religious because she's not true to her religion, even though she believes in God. She just isn't religious. This surprised me because I thought to be one with God, you had to follow your religion, but sometimes that's just not how it works.